Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going over some DIY room organization projects. These are all super quick and easy. I know when you hear DIY, some people get intimidated, but I promise you, I am so lazy. I would not take on a project that was difficult. I want you all to be very glad that you can only see from here up at this moment, because in real life, I'm 6.5 months pregnant, wearing a crop top and the world's most hideous biker shorts. Yeah. I do want to point out that I'm not including closet organization in this video, and that's because that will be a separate video coming up for you very soon. I promise. I'm just waiting on some things that I need built for me, so I'm hoping that will be within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to see that coming up. And with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump into some DIY room organization projects. So we're gonna start off with this super easy DIY hamper, and this is awesome because it doesn't take up any floor space. For this, you're gonna need a wooden embroidery ring. You could find these for just a couple dollars at any craft store, and they have 2 interlocking rings. So you wanna start by separating these and then taking the outer ring and painting the outside of it the color of your choice. This is the only part of the ring that's going to be seen, so you don't need to paint the whole thing, just the outside of it. Then you need a standard size pillowcase. I decided to use an extra long one to maximize my hamper space. And then you want to loop it through the inner wooden ring like so, and take the outer ring once it's dried and then attach it on top. You want to tighten the bolt to lock it into place, and you have your super easy DIY hamper. I tied a ribbon around the screw on the base of the ring so that I could use that to hang it from a door or a hook. I didn't actually have a hook, so I just decided to hang it on a nail on my wall, and then I tied it on like so. I love that this is completely out of the way. It doesn't take up any floor space, and it even kind of matches the decor. Again, you could hang this from a door, in your closet, anywhere that makes sense for you. This could not be easier to make, and I just love the way this one turned out. Next is an easy way to organize the inside of your nightstand drawers by making your own dividers. I decided to make mine diagonally across the drawer in order to maximize drawer space. I measured in the inside of my drawers to get the height and the width that I needed, and then I marked that off on some white foam board, and I cut them to the size I needed with an X-Acto knife. You can leave them like this, or you can make them look a little bit nicer by wrapping them. I decided to wrap mine in duct tape because now they make duct tape in really cool patterns. I went with this blue geometric pattern, and I just really quickly took it and wrapped the duct tape around the dividers, so now they look really cool. I used some clear packing tape to secure these into place where I wanted them inside of my nightstand drawer, and then I just put all of the items that I would normally have rolling all around in this drawer. So you could see from the before and after that this makes everything look so much more organized, and this whole project only took around 15-20 minutes. Next is definitely my favorite DIY. It's a bedside electronics organizer. So there's 2 methods to do this. You could do this by sewing, which of course would be the most secure, or you can go the easy route and do this using fabric glue, a press-on hem, and Velcro. So that's the route we're taking today because, like I said, I'm lazy. So you want to start with a piece of fabric of your choice. This is a pretty patterned jersey fabric that I found, and I doubled it over so it's nice and thick and secure. Then I laid out the electronics that I wanted to organize next to each other to determine the width of the fabric, and then in terms of the length, I made it about 30 inches to give myself enough room so it would be long enough to hang out from underneath the mattress onto the side of the bed. I used this really cool press-on hem to make a nice straight hem around the perimeter of the fabric so it looked nice and professional. Really easy to do. You just need to put this down and fold over the fabric, and it's going to secure it down and make it look really nice. Then I repeated this same process using a plain white fabric that I'm going to be using for the pockets. So you just want to cut it to be the size that you need based on the size of the electronics you're organizing, and use the press-on hem to secure the edges. From there, I decided to secure the pockets onto the base using Velcro because Velcro is nice and strong and secure and also really easy to use. So I put one thicker strip of Velcro along the bottom and then thinner strips of Velcro along the sides and in between the pockets. And I put the Velcro on both the base and the pocket and then just secured it down. And that's all you need to do to have your own electronics pocket organizer. What you do is you tuck one side under the mattress, the other side hangs down like so, and then you have really easy access to your electronics from your bed.
Won't you stop the music, get into it, won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it, you can do it, won't you dance with me?
Last up is a glass nightstand organizer using repurposed candle jars. So first, to clear out the wax of your candle jars, my favorite method is to put them in the freezer overnight, and this will allow you to be able to easily pop out the wax, and whatever is left over, you could just use dish soap and warm water to remove, and if there's labels on there that won't come off, you can use oil or Goo Gone to remove those. I decided I wanted to arrange mine onto a base, but you actually don't need a base. You could just glue the containers together. For the base, I just found this wooden tray at Michael's and I painted it white. And then I took all of my cleaned out glass containers, I arranged them the way that I wanted, and then I took some really strong glue and just glued them into place. Again, you don't need a base. You could just glue all of the glass containers together. So this is what it looks like on my nightstand, and I use this to organize a lot of my snacks and late night essentials that I normally would keep on my nightstand. They now just look a lot nicer and visually more appealing in this organizer. And I just love that this is a great way to repurpose items that I otherwise might have thrown out. All right, guys, so those were my ideas for some DIY room organization projects. If you did enjoy it, please just take 1 second and hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And if you guys missed last week's video, I did something a little bit different for my channel. I decided to test out some as seen on TV cleaning products, and it ended up being so much fun. One of my favorite videos I've done in a while. So if you did miss that, I will have it linked down below. And also, if you are not yet following me on Instagram, I'm Vasor Beauty over there. I am going to be doing a big giveaway on my Instagram next week, so make sure you're following me there if you want to be a part of that. And that's gonna be it for this week's video. Let me know down in the comments if you have any creative ideas for organization projects you'd like to see me take on. I'm trying to think outside of the box here, so maybe like phone organization. I don't know, I'm clearly stuck. So let me know your ideas down below, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye. Whoa, whoa, what do you think you're doing right now? You're on my side of the bed.
What are you talking about? This is my side.
Oh, really? Because I see all of my new organization stuff I just made, and you're even on my pregnancy pillow.
Oh, I think I know what's going on, babe. Your pregnancy brain's acting up again. This is my side. We agreed to this, remember?
Oh, really? I don't remember agreeing to that, but you say so. Okay, enjoy.